Hello, welcome back to Quasimorph. I'll be continuing my let's play of the beta branch because the beta branch got a huge update, and I was waiting for this update because I knew the developers would implement huge amount of content, and this is what I've been waiting for that actually changes the way the game is played and fixes probably most of the issues. The first thing for this patch notes for the beta that will be on the main branch in a couple of weeks is that we have a faction window overhaul, but more importantly we have two new, well, not exactly new departments, but two new features of the ship. So they have a faction window overhaul and some other things, blah blah blah, but we also have the augmentation department. Now if you remember, the spacecraft still has some empty slots over here. I'm not sure what this will be. Probably it will be very important as well. So yeah, this is the augmentation department. The new augmentation department will allow you to craft augments and implants. If you remember, augments are the stuff that replaces the body part, like a hand, the chest, the back, the head. Ouch. And the implants are the ones that you put inside the prosthetic device or whatever you want to call it. Give it a unique thing or, you know, something like that. You can watch my other video where I kind of got a lot of them, but it was so expensive to use them, I never used them. And this means we'll be able to increase the chance of retrieving augments and implants from enemy corpses, which was one of the things that the developers kind of ignored, but now we can get a lot more of them. Remove the maximum health penalty from augments, which was a huge problem because at some point you were barely left with about half HP if you try to go for a full cyborg build. Not even a full one, but depending on the hero, you might end up with a lot less HP. And this will also allow you to install quasimorphic body parts. So what are these updates? Now, as you can see, you have to go through the engineering technology tree, which is actually quite long and annoying. Now, I'm not sure if you have to go through both of them, through arsenal and weaponry. It does seem like you have to go through both of them, or maybe just one, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. The new stuff is not expensive per se, but you still have to go through all of this, which is a lot of farming. Neurosurgery. Implant extraction. So I guess now you can extract the implant, or you have a higher chance of extracting it from an augment or a prosthetic. Conjugation of physiologies. So now we can put quasimorphic augments. Now when they say quasimorphic augments, they probably mean body parts from the other demons, but this is not very clear how many there are or how many you can graft on your character or what will be the effects. This is kind of cool. Maybe we'll see more of this in the future as well. Biocompatibility, you no longer lose HP when you're installing something on your body, which is great. And this one, this articulation augments upon amputation. I am not sure what they mean by this one. And guarantee. I don't know, maybe they just, you can do the amputation on the ship and install, I don't know what they mean by this one. Anyway, let's go to the management department. The management is also a huge update, even though it seems small, because you can control a minor corporation. That means you'll be controlling an existing corporation. Where is that? Nothing there. I guess it's in navigation technology, so you have to go through all of this, which is crazy hard if you ask me. Wow, yes. Management. So, control one of the minor corporations. Now, the minor corporations are basically the ones that are not the hexarchy. The hexarchy are just the top corporations, and it will actually tell you which one is the hexarchy. Where was that sign? Yeah, hexarchy. So as you can see, if they don't have the triangle of conspiracy over here, they're not hexarchy. You can basically control the minor factions. Actually says that even there. Okay, that's cool. SBN, Uncommon, Realware, and Dilty are the hexarchy. Tian Ming is also hexarchy. And I guess this is criminal element, so we might have more stuff to do with these guys after a while, or maybe in the next update. Okay, so let's go for all of this. So we can gain unlimited access to the corporation station inventories, which is a bit hazy. I suppose they mean if you go to a station, you go to a planet and that station has a minor corporation storage or inventory that you own, you can probably get a few free items, but it's not very clear. Also depends on what they're producing there. You can also boost the production speed of their stations, increase power and technology gains from missions for your faction. So that means if you select your proxy, you can boost that faction to be maxed out much faster. Then again, it does take a lot of time for you to reach this point, so I think this is an end game thing anyway. We can also request allied squads for mission, which is great because it might fix one of the problems we are having with the story missions and some other stuff. Even exchange your faction alliance. For example, you can make your faction part of the Emerald Cult and Tet's clan will stop attacking your station. So I guess you can make an alliance with one of the Hexarchy or maybe even Tet's clan, which will be cool. But again, it might make the game too easy. I don't think we should be able to ally ourselves with Tet's clan. That's stupid in my opinion. Or it's stupid or it's brilliant. Depends on how you view things. This is for the allies and proxy mission, so I think this is just an estimated cost, or I think this is placeholder mostly. It feels like you should pay a lot more stuff for these things over here. What is that? I don't know. Aggressive tactics, mission consequences. Oh. So for example, if you do a spy mission, or if you steal technology from the enemy faction, this means you'll steal 50% more. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. And probably have a bigger chance of just taking over the station of that faction. And this is the production speed. Change the faction type. I guess this is the one that you can change it. Interesting. But these are the huge changes. The augmentation and the management department. Plus, you know, the faction window overhaul and some other stuff. And we also have another huge new addition to the game, which is random events. The first iteration. So I guess this means they will be fleshed out even more. Random event system that adds variety to missions, encounter unexpected situations like a third-party intervention in combat. And they can also send you gifts, so if you have a lot of good relationships with a lot of factions, they might help you, or if it's bad, they might hinder you even more. I guess this is why it's important to choose a specific enemy. You are either going to fight against the Hexarchy, against the Minor Corporation, or against the Quasimorph, and a few other corporations. So I guess, yeah. Also have story missions and 2 endings for the civilian resistance, which I don't know. I never cared about the story missions. They are so badly implemented and so weird and so annoying. I never really tried them. Maybe I'll try them over here. New items and traits and balancing. So new weapon traits: suppressive fire, collimator, laser sight, backstab, corrosive. Weapon traits are rebalanced. Some weapons had too many. Faction reward list was updated. Loot generation mission was slightly adjusted. Doesn't say more or less. Also, there's some voice acting and some other stuff. And in 2 or 3 weeks, we'll have the patch go live on the live branch of the game. Now, let's speak a little bit about the game itself. The game itself has been making amazing progress, but keep in mind that the game is nearing 2 years in early access, which is concerning because if you think about it, not that many things have been added. Most of the things that was added into the game was just stuff that was more or less the same. I mean, if they continue to add content and they add all of the other planets and stations and stuff, that doesn't really change the game or how it's played. That's probably the biggest update we got. The only thing that they have on the roadmap that is actually quite interesting is different pressure, gases and other stuff that is related to the environment in the rooms. You might need oxygen or some other stuff when you're going on a mission. But other than that, it doesn't change much. Also, I'm not going to restart a new game because this is normal difficulty. And sadly, there's no changes to the difficulty system, which is concerning because I thought this will be an update that actually fixes more or less the game. But as you can see, they're still insisting with the same nonsense. For example, cloning will need a new chip, which is my opinion. This is Iron Man mode, if you look at things like that. And enemies have also one more action point, which is seriously messed up, because that just messes up the entire flow of the game, in my opinion. So they haven't fixed those issues. Still a lot more things they need to do. What was the mission I kept? Okay, so I was... military operation. I forgot, but there was a specific mission I used to do over and over. Okay, let me look at the video, because I like doing that mission for a lot of other stuff as well. Plus, it was the only way I could get enough free resources. Well, not exactly free resources, but you understand the idea. The idea is that the game is currently in a kind of a stalemate, because you cannot get the items you want in a specific way or in a specific order. Oh, sorry about the news. I guess I was watching the news and the volume might be a little too big or too loud. Okay, let me look at the mission I was farming. Hey, sorry about this. I guess I should have been more prepared for the video, but I was actually pretty excited about this update. I was waiting it for a while now. I could have farmed more of the game, but it's kind of boring to farm, so Verdict for Money is the mission that I was farming. So the church is the beneficiary, Percy is the one that will do all of this. Sadly, as you can see, oh, this is new. I don't remember the turrets looking like this, so it's no longer a box, it's an open box. It doesn't sound that exciting when I say it. Okay. Now, my only goal right now is to find that silly little tunnel rat. I have a lot of good stuff. I hope I don't die. This. Go. So, I don't know, I kind of like the idea of having voice acting and some other stuff into the game. But the game needs a lot of rebalancing, to be honest. What is that? 46 out of 48. I don't remember the Storm TT having so much ammo. Knockback and knockback range 4 to 6. Suddenly that's a very dangerous gun. Is the granting new? I don't remember granting enemies like that. That was a new sound effect. I don't remember that either, so yeah, watch out for newer changes or for interesting changes, recent changes. Elevator already. We have a lot of interesting stuff over here as well. I don't know what to say about that little effect. I don't really remember it and it's kind of annoying. Oh, this is the jackpot. I guess it might be worth it to take the cans and sell parts. Toolboxes. It has definitely new voice lines. Let me see what they say about the new voice lines, because it's cool, but they didn't mention a lot of stuff. So, voice acting, new NPC voice lines. No, the world is about to end or something like that. We heard that a million times. So they thank some voice actors, I think, or or you know, YouTubers that pretend they're voice actors. It's like they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 new. Okay, so I suppose they have quite a bit of new lines. I also hope the developers stop adding jokes to the game and memes. Yeah, memes are fun, but come on, don't exaggerate with the memes. Not too much memeology, please. I guess I should look at the implants as well, but if it's a marine or something like that, they usually don't have implants. See, no implants, no socket. I mean, no augments and no implants. Delicious trash food? No? I don't like these things. What's wrong with these developers? Why they're introducing stuff like that that sounds so weird in headphones? If you're not wearing headphones, you don't hear how weird that is. But if you're wearing headphones, that's just weird, man. Stop making the game weird. I hate the new voice lines if that's all they did. I mean, I was thinking voice lines in terms of funny things or silly things or, I don't know, just hardcore things. But this is ridiculous. They're just into grunting. That's what they wanted to do. Very percent. That's okay because he's just screaming because he's getting shot. So it's not so out of this world. Oh, relation. So this must be the other room where we find, yes. Oh no, it's empty. So I guess this is what they mean by loot regeneration missions was slightly adjusted. So I guess adjusted means there is a lot less loot in missions right now because you would get so many things in the missions as we saw in my other video. You used to get a chip or two every mission. It was another reason I didn't want to play more. What is the 80? Okay, very cool. So yeah, I didn't want to abuse the game before the release, so I guess now we just have to do a lot more missions normally since we don't get that much loot anyway. Which is good and bad in a certain way. I guess develop. I don't know, why do they mess up the loot table so much? As well. Sometimes it feels like they mess up the balance of the loot all the time. Okay, remember we cannot heal if we don't have enough calories in us. Oh, look at our cat, he looks so beefy in this armored combat suit. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the grunting. That's perfectly okay. I mean, come on, this sound like degenerates. Degenerates. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. I guess I'll keep the Quasimorph based. That's dangerous. I'll keep the water just in case I get burned by a laser weapon. So I guess at about 100 there's no point in adding more resistance because, yeah. Okay, now. Take some medicine, throw away that. Video game, no thank you. Okay, looks like we have to complete the mission. Okay, we'll go. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, I still don't want to play the game ever on the harder difficulty, but the game is kind of getting closer to being playable on the hard difficulty. And by hard difficulty, I mean default hard difficulty or unfair difficulty. I don't know, I might play the game on unfair. Okay, that's the whole level. That's a bit short if you ask me. Okay, what was that lard? Yeah, so they basically nerfed the loot by about 100%, I would say. I didn't find a single chip, a single item that was good throughout the entire level almost. Only those engineering crates had some good stuff on them. So this is just knockback, this is Pierre's room. Like it. I'm not speaking because I want to hear a voice line. I didn't hear a single new voice line throughout this encounter. Just stupid grunting. We need this. I guess I will take the food back with me as well. I just want a stack of these things. This uses other ammo. Yeah, I'll just assume nobody has anything. I guess I can look, but it feels like it's redundant, to be honest. Hey, Borsa. I don't think you can have implants if you don't have augments, so... Yeah. I should also just probably take the shotgun ammo. Switchboard. Well, that's important as well. What do I throw away? That's something we can throw away. AI module. That's something we really cannot throw away. The duffel bag. 6 and 3. This is 6 and 2. The duffel bag. Load weight modifier. What do you mean load weight modifier? Load weight modifier. It adds more weight if I use the duffel bag? Yikes, that's not a joke, it really adds a lot more. It's also almost destroyed, but it's a lot more carry capacity. Okay, yeah. I like the idea of high risk, high reward, but this is ridiculous. You don't look normal. You are normal. Bean mass? What do you mean? Some of this stuff is funny. Okay, I'm not sure what to say about this update. Apparently they fixed the unbalanced loot, but now you don't get anything. So it seems like they're always going for an extreme. You either get everything or nothing. Seems like the levels are also much shorter. So this was the entire level. I guess it's not a bad thing. I kind of dislike this clicking noise. Happens every time you do something. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about this update. Glory. Also, this unlocks the entire set item. The entire set, okay, that's nice. This would keep some food containers as well. Not bad. I guess this would count as important stuff. Okay, so that makes these repair kits a lot more valuable. Oof. It's not that bad if you think about it, because it doesn't really take that much from the modifier. It's still a hard thing to process. I think I'll just play with it. I don't remember the duffel bag. It seems like it's a... But what does it repair it permanently? Repair kit. All armors. Oh, so it says it repairs 40 and restores 10 max condition, which is horrible. Well, I guess I see what they meant by the balance. So repairing is much harder. Finding better items is much harder. So seems like it was all around nerfs, if you ask me. Guilty. Covenant. Okay, Percy. Guess it's up to you. So yeah, I don't know. So let's play another mission. Oh, I hate these missions since we always get hungry before we finish it. Yeah. Guilty already uses energy weapons. I don't know, it doesn't feel right because the older sound effects are, oh yeah, they are kind of crazy and a little bit, you know, unrealistic, but the new ones are... why do they have to ruin everything with memes and jokes and whatever? Curators. Ooh, jackpot. Oh, a first robot. Are they shooting me? I think they should just introduce some new mechanic where if the enemy is augmented or has an implant, it should have a little star over here, star icon, you know. Star over here or here, whatever. They're easier to identify. Why am I carrying the punishment with me if I'm not using it? It's a very good question. Good food, I guess. This is the ultrasound pistol, which can knock back, has backup gun, suppressive. What does suppressive even do? 8%. Okay, so Wait a minute, what do you mean knockback? 70% chance knockback. Stun the target. So knockback and knockdown are different things. This has only knockback but not knockdown. Okay, so this can stun an enemy. 8% critical hit chance for other equipment. Okay. I guess we always have to do it like this. Suppressive fire. What else has suppressive fire? Okay. This has silencer. Okay, kind of like what they did. Maybe the game will be more balanced and can be played on the unfair difficulty. Yeah, I'll play on normal, and when the update is fully live, maybe I'll play on the unfair difficulty. Because now the endgame has more perspective to be able to win. But then again, they did decrease the looting by a lot. Why is that guy not dying, Freeman? Like what's going on here? Okay, the degens are dead. Seems like, yeah, this is a bit annoying. We're eating so much food. And we're also wasting so much of, I don't know. Seems like we're back to the same problems. The cave levels are way too long and you'll starve to death before you finish them. The water. Dude, the toilet is over there. Use the toilet. Don't use the back cave for that business. Use the... Use the normal ways. Savages, what they... What can you do? These people are savages. So I guess now I'm stuck with carrying that punishment with me. Lumping the punishment with me. Yes, we just have free water in here. We need to go to floor 4. Wow, this will take a while. Yes, this is the problem with the game itself. Not exactly the mission difficulty or the difficulty of the game. If you play on unfair, finishing a mission with 4 floors will take you longer than it will take to finish a Terror Site XCOM 1 mission. Or, I mean, the new XCOM version. But I guess any version of XCOM. You would spend so much time in a single mission that it would be crazy if you died afterwards.
Obviously, Space Rule was horrendous.
Yeah, the new voice lines are stupid. They should have just hired I mean, they have enough money probably by now to hire some professional voice actors if they want. Seems like the game really suffers because of this. There are a lot of people in here.
Just begin to...
Oh, wow, I used up... Why? Why did the shotgun break? I didn't use it that many times, to be honest. I don't know. So basically this wound never healed after 100 attempts, and the other ones healed much faster. What did I eat that was so nutritious? Roller. Vector, well... I guess I'll not start to gather the things. It's a little early to start collecting the implants and the other stuff. Panic foot. Yeah. Okay, what other special loot we have over here to collect? Church chamber. What is this? A stomach implant? Don't remember seeing this thing ever. This is an implant shocking in a radius of 4. Kind of a cool item. I think I'll take it with me. The first time I see it also. Cyborg arm, bionic hand. I guess... Cyborg arm. Where does it say? Tech level 2. Where does it say the tech level if I'm looking at it from this perspective? Unarmed ordinary tech level. Okay, so I guess it's an ordinary thing. Also I saw a bio-waste tank. Okay, I guess these wounds will slowly heal at some point. Over there, I think. Yeah, we have to be an empty barrel. We have to be super careful with our ammo and other things because why am I killing the cyborgs? This for no good reasons. Yeah, we have to go to the third floor because this mission is super long. I kind of like the new stuff. Don't like the voice acting. For floor 3. How did my character manage to miss point blank? Beyond me. Okay, no one is attacking from the flank. Ooh, the repair is so rough. I mean, you'll barely be able to repair one weapon. We have another crisis on our hands. We need a secondary weapon. Seems like... Why are you carrying a big gun? I don't like it when they carry big guns. The oil. I'm just out of ammo. So it seems like the game is kind of reverting back to the initial problems of the game, which are very annoying. way too many enemies to kill. This thing barely does damage, to be honest. What happened now? You're supposed to repair it, but instead of repairing it, it broke completely. And some of these design features are not exactly features, so the only difficulty right now is not such a frustrating game. It could be so good, but it just ends up being so bad and annoying. As you can see, currently the only difficulty is that I can never ever afford the better backpack. And let me guess, out of all of those people, no one had a backpack. What? Yeah, it's such an... Okay, we're back to the annoying part of the game. How do you deal with something like this then? If you don't, you just get angry at it. We have to disassemble stuff to get the ammo. Backup gun. I guess if you are using two pistols, then they buff each other. Anything else worth taking over here? Not really. Oh, what did I do? Nothing, I hope. I really wish we wouldn't do this. Wait, where is my armor? I mean, I saw that I accidentally swapped it, but where is it in here? Oh. So where did I throw away my items, my important items? Here? I don't know. Let's just finish the mission. This game is such a... What? Sometimes. Technically, I could do it like this. That would make more sense in a way. Now what happens when you go to floor 3? Do they just instantly attack me? Not, that's free. 3 bullets should be... We're not going to risk it. Okay. Okay, maybe we'll not play on the hard or the unfair difficulty too soon, because this is ridiculous. I mean, look at this, we're barely hanging on to our weapons and we're destroying a weapon per floor at this rate, so yeah, you really need the other upgrades later. Guess none of them. None of them will have a backpack, no matter how hard I try to find one. My beautiful weapon. I cannot... Okay, this is so annoying and so rough. Yeah, this is why I don't throw away the sword bands ever. These are storage. This is always empty, so I don't know why they even bother to introduce them into the game as such. On the bright side, look at how light we are. We're actually not that light even. It also seems a little bit annoying that even though we are technically on a big station, you rarely find items you need to heal. This was filled up. I didn't realize that. Okay. So they do give you stuff. I'm really worried about the shock guys. They're so annoying. Mostly because you have a lot more weight on your character, and that means you'll have a lot less dodge chance. Otherwise, this gun is trash when you shoot it at enemies. But it's super effective against the player, what can I say? This counts as energy ammo. I cannot use any of this. A whip. Quasimorphic data. Yeah, this is just all a bedroom. So as you can see, looting is the same. Even if you have loot to take, you don't have... So that means it's full, okay. You will not have enough inventory space either way. My kingdom for a backpack, I guess. Can you go? Yes. Yeah, this mission turned out to be a disaster. Mostly because I'm leaving behind a lot of good loot. This one was... What's happening? Come on, you shoot someone in the face and they say I. Still not clear what happened here. Okay, so yeah. Thank you for more memes and jokes and ha ha ha. Maniacs, they're killing themselves over here. Looks like they don't have a lot of spare ammo. Or any to speak for that matter. If this was a quasi-morphic area, we'd have been dead already because they'd have summoned a lot of demons and the demon prince by now with all of their killing and other stuff. Is this a pro gear? Yeah, it's not better. I also don't really like, I mean, tech level 5. Use this to stabilize it. And no one has a backpack. Really? Okay, so this is how it's going to be from now on. Searching for a backpack forever. You can search for... Can you repair your leg with human skin? Where did I see that bandage? I don't know, don't care. Maybe something good here. No. Yeah, I guess the basic backpack is still the better one. That duffel breaks way too easy. You can barely use it for a single mission.
They'll pay for this.
Okay, free woman, but I guess that nobody likes to carry weights. Or a backpack with them. Okay, at least they solved the food issue, so no longer starving in a mission, but yeah, I guess... These guys don't even have basic equipment on them. Let's probably swap a pistol. Okay, I'm a bit lazy right now, so just do it like this. Oh, so they do have multiple weapons. Or they could have multiple weapons. I guess we are healed after we found what we needed. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened here. I guess they are opposing factions. That's remarkable. So not a single backpack on all of these enemies. Yeah, okay, forget about playing on unfair. The game is as unbalanced as ever. They did manage to fix some issues here and there, but overall I'm not impressed with the balance of the game. At least the rewards are slightly better in a way. Yeah, what rotten luck for my backpack or for that to break instantly. I guess we destroyed the backpack because I was sure I would not need one, and now I cannot get another one. Oh, great. Oh, goody. What do I do now? I craft basic stuff. Can craft a tourist backpack. I should also start getting plastic and springs. So springs and rubber, springs for weapons, rubber for armor. Okay, we'll start gathering those as well, since it's going to be almost impossible to maintain or equipment like this. Upgrade. Unlock this. Okay, what did I want to do? Oh, don't like to enter the cargo hole through there. You know those bandages I threw away? Now I need them. Cancel those, make a backpack, and then... Oh, you make 8 backpacks. Okay, that's nice. Oh no, you make 1 in 8 hours. 8 hours. Daydream versus Sunlight Cove, and I guess we can go there.
We'll leave it the way it is and wait for us to come back home. Roger, out.
Because you have good news, you have a basic backpack. Hooray for basic backpacks. Technically, yeah, I should... Okay, so the only way to play the game right now is to have a pistol as the backup and then the shotgun right now. Well, oh, I guess this is the tactic.
You're looking good. Roger, in.
In the next episode. Bye bye.